And I find it very, very ironic that we are all gathered here today in unity in front of an entity that is run by Disney. And now we've got a message for Mr. Iger. I know, sir, that you look through things through a different lens. We don't expect you to understand who we are, but we ask you to hear us, and beyond that, to listen to us when we tell you we will not be having our jobs taken away and giving to robots.
Or what? Or what? It's not your human right to get paid by Disney. You cannot make an argument where you can decide that Disney has to employ you. So you have like all these chuckleheads with Marxist symbols on their t-shirts, right? Talking about unity while using one of the most divisive ideologies right now. And the main problem with them is like, they couldn't have timed this strike any worse. Like, in the last 5 years, we got nothing but prequels and sequels. And the writers have done their best in order to destroy these things. And they have been very vocal about it. Like, you have this lady that did the casting of The Witcher, and she says that the reason she did the casting is because she's in your home and she tries to manipulate you. These people have been very vocal on Twitter. Anyone that disagrees with them gets insulted, gets on a block list. Like, they have done their utmost best to piss off the public. Like, if I wanted to piss the public off more than these individuals have, I would not be able to. Like, they have a PhD. They can start their own university on how to do toxic marketing and get the public against you. And not only that, remember when the Rust Belt was losing their jobs because of progressive policies? These people were supporting it. These people are making movies. Like, they're not wasting an opportunity to bully the middle class. Even as I love giving this example from Lords of Rings of Power plus Privilege, the Numerians are being shamed that they're upset that the elves are taking their jobs. Like, that is the example of a negative mindset, a negative way of being. They are for massive immigration. So, like, if you have immigrants coming in, willing to work for less and replacing you from your job, these writers and actors would cheer. Like, they would celebrate that. But for some reason, at the same time, they want you to care when the AI is about to replace them. And I keep saying this. Look, an AI cannot write a better Lords of the Rings story. It just can't. Like, I know what it's capable of because I love playing with AI, especially the one that generates text. But I guarantee to you, it can definitely create a much, much better and compelling story of Lords of Ring of Power plus Privilege. I mean, it can even make a better speech than he gave. Right? A compelling and emotional speech given by Walter White to Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, where he wants to say that it's not right for writers to be replaced by AI. Make the speech appeal to the public and try to rally sympathy for the cause of the writers. I stand before you today not just as Walter White, the character you've come to know and perhaps love, but as Bryan Cranston, the actor, the artist, the human being. I am not here just for myself, but on behalf of countless writers, artists, storytellers who pour their life experiences, their heartaches, and their joys into the stories weave, story that makes us cry, reflect, and dream. Mr. Iger, you preside over an empire, a conglomerate that has brought us some of the most endearing tales, stories that have shaped generations. Disney's magic is as much as part of our childhood as our personal memories. However, we find ourselves standing at the precipice of an era of creativity under threat. Not from the lack of ideas or passion, but from the cold, steady calculation of artificial intelligence. Right. I mean, look at this. Look at it. It generated this within a couple of seconds. Now you tell me from a financial standpoint, from a financial decision, why should someone pay you? And by the way, these writers, do you know what they want? They want you to pay for their healthcare and their family's healthcare as well. They ask for exorbitant fees. And please explain to me the financial decision of why they should be hired over this. And I do understand that some people would say, well, actually, you know, this is theft. Like, this is copyright theft because the way the machine works, the way the AI works, it's trained on other people's work. As if that's not what writers do, you know? Like, writers don't get influenced by other writing, but fair enough. You know, okay. Disney and Netflix are now creating their own AIs. Using their own IP, like using their own property. What is the argument now? Come on, check fucking mate. You know, like, all these people didn't freak out when machines were replacing the McDonald's cashier. Like, for some reason, you know, like, why shouldn't I sympathize with the McDonald's cashier? The McDonald's cashier doesn't have that many connections, doesn't have that much power. You know, why is the McDonald's waitress being replaced? Why shouldn't I care for the McDonald's worker losing their job? Like, for some reason, that doesn't matter, right? So, like, you have trained people through your stories, through your writing. You have trained people to literally not care when someone loses their job. Cancel culture has been promoted. Someone says a racist joke. Oh, get him fired. Who cares, right? Someone loses their job due to mass immigration. Oh, if he complains, he's a bigot. People lose their job because of environmental policies. Oh, who cares? Oh, but the writers are losing their job. Oh, Dios mío. Oh, not the writers. I mean, how can we push for all the other policies? How can we push for the other people to lose their jobs without the writers? I mean, they're the writers. So, yeah, this is why. It's not just me, by the way. Like, I'm looking at Twitter. No one has sympathy for these folks. In fact, the studios have said that they are waiting to starve them out. If you had said this back in the day when they did the other writing strike, when they were making Stargate and other good shows, if you had said that then, the studios would have got the ire of the public. Like the general audience would have been really upset about the studios. Now no one cares. And you know what? They keep saying, well, it's not the writer's fault, it's the studios. Do you think? Like, look at me. Look into my red eyes. Do you think I really care about the studios? Like, do you think if the studios would go bankrupt, I would care? Like, I'm sorry, but they have trained me to stop caring. They have said that movie is not made for me so many times, to the point where I am already championing diversity with South Korea anime. I heard that Bollywood has a couple of good movies. I would have to check it out. I know that China made a couple of good ones. I watched Wolf Warrior, but that was actually hilarious. So, like, honestly, like, there are other movies out there. Like, listen to what these studios have been saying for years. Do champion diversity. There is a world outside of Hollywood. Europe is making a lot of good independent films. You don't have to put up with this bullshit. Why should you just keep watching, like, sequels and remakes of original IPs where you know they're going to ruin them? Someone was saying, oh, you know, it would be cool if they made a new Stargate. No, it wouldn't be cool. Not now. You know, maybe 5 years from now, maybe. But, like, now, absolutely not. Well, like, you know it's going to be shit. So, with that out of the way, yeah, I haven't heard the case of why the writers shouldn't be replaced with AI. At least the AI doesn't block you on Twitter. At least the AI doesn't give you sass on Twitter. At least the AI isn't an asshole to the consumer. Right? So, from my point of view, it's a net benefit. Even if the AI would write literally as bad as these writers, at least it wouldn't insult me. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will find you in the comment section. Take care.